So what do you do if you as the heirs of the estate can't come to an agreement about selling a property? There's actually a legal remedy for this. So today we're going to talk about something called a partition sale. All right, guys, I'm Brad with ProbateResource.com. We're a real estate solutions company. We specialize in the world of probate and inheritance properties. We buy properties for cash. We also have a fantastic network of real estate agents we work with all across the country that are probate and inheritance specialists. We'd be happy to work with you. So let's talk about a partition sale. And I'm here with Mike. Mike's a licensed attorney here in the state of Georgia. And there is a legal remedy. We haven't had to deal with it a ton. I made another video about this actually, about from a psychological perspective, how, two fighting siblings or heirs should really try to resolve their differences and not let this go to court. But if it does have to go to court, there's something called a partition sale. So Mike, tell me about a partition sale. What is that? How's that work?
So essentially, there are a couple ways you can look at it. I mean, in terms of the probate side of it, you could have a group of heirs, a group of children who, for whatever reason, can't decide what is supposed to be done with the particular property. And this can become very contentious, very heated. And so with a partition sale, basically, you're petitioning the court saying, hey, we've got this property. We can't agree on what to do with it, how to sell it, how much to sell it for, who to sell it to. And so you're basically asking the court to intervene and to make a determination as to what is to be done with the court. Now, in a probate situation, that's usually going to happen in the probate court. But then you could have situations where maybe the people on title aren't husband and wife. Maybe they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Then they split up. They've got this house. They're both on title as tenants in common. What do we do with it? They're not getting along. And so if a decision can't be made and the property has to be sold for whatever reason, it may very well be that they have to go to the superior court in whatever county they live in and say to the court, hey, we've got this situation, we've got this property, we can't decide, and so on and so forth. It's not the preferable way to do things because obviously whenever you go to court, there's going to be time and money involved. So if there's any way that it can be decided and any type of dispute can be handled outside of the court system, that would definitely be the better way to do it. And I will say a lot of courts now in such contentious situations like this, what they're doing when the parties come forward with the property in this situation, will say to them, much like in a divorce situation, they will order mandatory mediation where the two parties will go in front of a mediator to try to work it out amongst themselves, which is a quicker, cheaper way to do it. Because if you get into litigation, it can go on for a period of time and it can be very expensive. So from a legal standpoint, my recommendation would be try to handle it outside of the court system, put your hard feelings aside and try to work something out amongst yourselves. Because if not, it could take you a lot of time and money to deal with.
Absolutely, yeah. And we've had that in a few situations and some deals we've done over the years where a brother and sister were they're fighting and fighting and fighting and couldn't come to an agreement. And ultimately, a judge had to step in and kind of tell them what to do. And unfortunately for them, it cost them a lot of money because they both had to seek counsel, and it cost them each tens of thousands of dollars. And had they just come to an agreement a long time ago and sold the property, they could have saved themselves years of headache, years of legal battles, and tens of thousands of dollars and expenses. So sometimes you just sort of got to put your emotions aside and just think logically about this. And also realize that if you're a family, like at the end of the day, all you have is family. And if you're fighting with your family members, once this sale is gone, sometimes those scars last forever. And we've seen families that don't talk to each other for years and years and years afterwards over some battle they had 15 years ago, and they hold these grudges forever. And you got to think to yourself, is that important enough for me? And what if something happens to you 10, 15 years from now and you're on your deathbed and, you haven't talked to your brother or your sister in years over this legal battle? It might be a good idea to make amends with your sibling, before you pass away. I know that sounds very morbid to talk about this, but it's the reality. It happens like all day, every day. So think about that when you're going through this situation. I hope you never have to get to the point where you do a partition sale. But the reality is that there is a legal remedy to that if you have to get to it, and that's through a partition sale, and then you're basically letting the judge decide for you. So thanks again for checking out this video. Thanks again for your time, Mike. I'm Brad from ProbateResource.com. Like I said, we're a real estate solutions company. We buy houses for cash. And we also have a network of real estate agents we work with all across the country that specialize in probate and inheritance properties. So if you've got a property you've inherited that you're interested in selling, we'd be happy to work with you. If you want to go to our website, fill out the form there on our website. You can click on the link below, or you can call the phone number there on our website. A member of our team would be happy to discuss your situation and figure out if you might be the right fit for us. So again, thanks again. I'm Brad with ProbateResource.com. Thanks again for your time, Mike. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.